Good afternoon. I'm Jim Wright with Georgia on Location, and I'm here at Vickery Creek Falls in Roswell, Georgia, which is a 30-foot high man-made dam built in the 1850s by the Roswell Manufacturing Company to power their cotton mills. So sit back and enjoy as we explore the surrounding area, the trails, the waterfalls, and the history that is here. So let's go hit the trail.
Falling water captivates us. We are drawn to it. I have been drawn to it ever since I was young. I've been amazed by its power and peace, its quiet trickle in the cove, and its mighty roar that blocks out all other sound. It's chaos in the stillness of nature. So please follow me into the forest and on gravel roads as we explore the waterfalls of Georgia in a unique way. Georgia on Location Waterfalls will be a guiding video series that will use aerial photography, logistics, and my experiences to tell the story of a waterfall. So let's hit the trail and explore. Vickery Creek is one of Roswell's most visited and most photographed locations, located just near the heart of downtown Roswell at Old Mill Park and the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area. It has a lot to offer than just a waterfall. It has two waterfalls actually, and many rapids that go with it. It has a covered bridge, many historical plaques describing the history of the area, ruins of the mills, and miles of walking trails that go along the creek and the ridges above it. This waterfall provides an excellent backdrop for all sorts of photography. This creek goes by many names, and I've heard it called mostly Big Creek and Vickery Creek, but it also has been called Cedar Creek. According to Darlene Walsh's 1994 book Roswell, A Pictorial History, the original name of the creek was called Cedar, but was later changed for a Cherokee woman named Charlotte Vickery, who lived in the area and owned much of the land around the creek. The name Big Creek seems to have emerged after the Civil War. I first heard of Vickery Creek Falls many years ago when I was teaching near the site in Alpharetta. I had heard about it through the Roswell Ghost Tour. One night, me and some friends, we went on the ghost tour, and the Roswell Ghost Tour is awesome. You learn a lot about the local history and historical tales that you might not see in a textbook. A few years later, I came across Vickery Creek again because I was a whitewater kayaker, and below the dam there's rapids and stuff like that you can practice and walk around and just enjoy this mini gorge. As of last year, August 2024, the water now has been closed off. You can't get on the water anymore, so it looks like no more whitewater kayaking, but this is a great place. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, the hiking trails and all that stuff, so let's get to it. From the Roswell Town Square, you can walk or drive down to Mill Street, past the mill, which is now used as an events hall, park at the entrance to the park. If you want to use the other entrance for a longer hike to the dam, head south on Atlanta Street, go down the hill, and right before the river, turn left onto Riverside Drive and make the first left after you cross over Vickery Creek. Park there and begin the hike up. You'll have to pay for parking at this site. Hike up the ravine to make it to the dam. It's a great hike because you see the sharp elevation contrast of this mini gorge. So most people will park at the Old Mill Park entrance because it is less than a half a mile hike to the bridge and waterfall. Leave the parking lot and look for the entrance trail near the mill building. Go down the hill to the bridge and leave the bridge to go past the bathrooms, the machine house, to meet up with the waterfall trail. Follow the trail for about a quarter of a mile to reach the waterfall. There is an observation deck for viewing and a goat path trail down to the base. You can't go down to the base anymore because they've closed it all off. You can also go across the bridge and get a view of the waterfall there and get to the base by climbing down the side of the dam. There is also a couple ways to access the waterfall, but these hikes are longer and more strenuous, so take that into consideration. This might be a good idea if the parking lot gets full, which can happen on a busy Saturday. One way is to drive 0.2 miles away and park at the Oxbow Road trailhead. This is a great spot because you see another dam that is about above the historic mill dam. Leave the parking lot and follow the trail that parallels the creek for about a quarter of a mile. Cross the bridge, which provides a great view of this dam. Follow the trail map stations that are located on the trail. These will lead you to Vickery Creek Falls. The story of Vickery Creek Falls is an interesting story. Roswell King came to the area from coastal Georgia in the late 1830s and established the Roswell Manufacturing Company, which was a textile mill complex. The dam was complete in 1839 and the machine house was built in 1853. They produced uniforms called the Roswell Grays for the Confederacy in the Civil War. They were burned to the ground by Sherman's men, and its employees, mostly women, were deported to the North to never return. After the Civil War, the mills were rebuilt and were in operation in various forms until 1975, where they produced laundry netting, carpet backing, and yarn. So come check out this iconic place of historical artifacts, nature trails with creek access, and a 25-foot dam. This is Jim Wright with Georgia on Location. See you later on the trail.